Right, so a few months ago I actually planned on making a video going over the career and downfall of Jon Jones, but for whatever reason that never came to fruition and I kind of just forgot about it. Other than his public dispute with Dana White and the UFC recently over not getting a fight on the White House card despite actively being in negotiations, Jon Jones has been pretty quiet. Its own thing entirely, and not the reason I find myself here today. If you follow the UFC in any capacity, you'll know that as good as Jon is in the octagon, he doesn't quite possess those abilities out of it. You could write an entire novel detailing the ins and outs of Jon's personal mishaps, but I'll just give you a brief summary. 2012, crashes into a telephone pole, DUI. 2014, brawls with Daniel Cormier during Media Week. 2015, test positive for cocaine metabolics. Then later that year, hit and run involving a pregnant woman, gets stripped of his belt. 2019, battery charge involving a waitress. 2020, arrested again, intoxicated with a gun in his car. 2021, domestic incident hours after his Hall of Fame induction, headbutts a police car, because of course he does. 2023, allegedly threatens a drug tester. And 2025, another alleged hit and run situation with, let's just say, very questionable circumstances. And so, if you couldn't already tell, Jon Jones finds it quite difficult to keep himself out of bad situations, and even more difficult to keep his composure in the heat of these moments. It seems as if Jon has quite the short fuse and struggles to keep his head when faced with confrontation, which is why I was so surprised when I saw the clip we'll be talking about. At first, when I saw the words Jon Jones and road rage, I immediately thought, oh no, not again. But then I watched the clip, and although he isn't exactly the most pleasant of people here, he's by far a lot calmer than I would have thought.
What, bro? Trying to get into? You're almost hitting me, bro.
You gotta calm down, bro.
Yeah, bro. You gotta learn how to drive, bro.
You gotta relax yourself, bro.
You're almost hitting me with your truck, bro. You're almost hitting me, bro. What the f?
So it is only just a short clip. We don't get to see what took place prior, but there's quite a lot to unpack from this alone. It takes a brave soul to get into the octagon with Jon Jones, many coming out a fraction of the man they once were, but it takes an even braver soul to step up and ask him what he's trying to do after whatever incident may have just occurred. This man is a multiple-time UFC champion in 2 different divisions, and you're asking him what he's trying to do?
You serious?
Especially if you look at this guy's Instagram account, it looks like a strong gust of wind would blow this guy over. Probably 100 pounds soaking wet, and that's coming from me, getting gobby to one of the most dangerous, self-destructive people of all time. You, my friend, have a death wish. I'd like to think that this statement is untrue, that he's most likely got a gun in his pocket, although it could also very much be the case. I'm glad we don't get to find out. Jones would be completely insane to go and use a firearm in this situation. I'm sure if it came to it, Jones could handle himself against this guy. He's got at least a whole 1.5 foot on this guy, and if I forgot to mention, he's a multi-time UFC champion. Anyway, there's no need for violence here, and for once, Jones is the calmest person here. He's the one telling this guy to calm down. I never thought I'd see the day Jon Jones handling a situation with composure. But to cap it all off, Jones hits him with the ultimate finishing move, the finger, and then he leaves. I have to give it to him. This is a big step in the right direction, although they may be slow, he's making steps, and that's all that matters. As for the guy cowering behind his phone while he antagonises one of the most dangerous men in the world, watch yourself, dude. Next time, Jon might not be so nice. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about that a bit. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.